Shall we get into it, or are you having a fantastic Monday? Let me know in the comments how you're getting on. We shall just roll straight into it, shall we? Issue 24, The Mighty Avengers, From the Ashes of Defeat. You had your chance, Princess Ravonna. I offered you my love, but you chose to spurn me. Thus, you shall now sample my matchless power. Kang gave us his army the signal to attack. Now it's up to us to save a peaceful kingdom from the most invincible legions of all time. Never wonder, not while an Avenger still lives. But we are so few, the cause is hopeless. Chin up, lady. The Avengers are with you, all the way. Proudly presented by Marvel's prolific purveyors of perilous pageantry. Stan Lee, Don Eck, Dick Ayres, and Artie Simic. Okay, it's epic time, so here we go. Unhurried, confident, the assembled hordes advance towards the tiny kingdom when suddenly they see they've raised a plasto defense shield, but it won't stop us. And inside the besieged capital, Princess, the defense shield is up, but it cannot hold them off for long. What other orders have you? Pardon me, sorry guys. Only one. Let us each meet our fate with valor, and heaven bless you all. Is this how you got the name Conqueror, Kang? Sending 1,000 divisions against one helpless kingdom? That makes you nothing in my book. I did not desire this action. It was forced upon me, but there can be no turning back. There's one point you seem to have missed, fella. No matter how many men you've got, we have you, and we're gonna keep you. Spread out, Avengers. Quicksilver, to the rear. Don't take your eyes off him. Excellent strategy, Captain. A pity is wasted against Kang. Have you forgotten you are many centuries in the future? The garment I wear contains weapons enough to make you all to make me master of all. A billowing vapor from his glove. Move, Avengers. Stand back, all of you. I've got a natural built-in defense against any type of smoke or gas. My speed. No matter how powerful it may be, I can whip up air currents strong enough to blow it away in seconds. But when the thick, swirling vapors finally fade away, Kang is gone. He made good his escape under cover of the smoke. Listen, Robin Hood, skip the sarcasm till this shindig is over. We've got a fight on our hands. Thanks, Winged. We'd never have guessed. We'll follow our lead, Steve. Just tell us how. Quickly. Every second counts. No, we'll do nothing yet. Rushing after him now would be to play right into his hands. We've got to study his attack, learn where he's weakest, and then strike. Ah, empty words. Nothing can stop Kang. As Princess Ravonna's chief of staff, I say we surrender and throw ourselves upon his mercy. Nay, cowardly one, you are my chief of staff no longer. Is life so dear that you would pledge it to a tyrant? What alternative do you offer, my princess? Surely you do not expect 4 primitive Avengers to lead us to victory against the greatest military force ever assembled? Mister, you talk too much. A savage from the 20th century, armed with a bow, he and his fellows are beneath my contempt. We may be savage, Bushhead, but we're not quitters. Your princess has the gumption to risk her kingdom and her life to resist a tyrant, and we're seeing to it. And we're seeing to it that she doesn't stand alone. You tell him, Steve Areno. I've always knew you could be a whole 100% square. Captain America's words make me proud to be an Avenger. It is strange. Never has he seemed more confident though we faced our most hopeless battle. Perhaps it is because we stand united again, as Avengers should. You have shamed me. If four primitives from the distant past will offer their lives for freedom, surely we can do no less. Let us man the defences. Kang shall see how free men fight and die. We shall do battle for our land, to the last survivor. I am grateful, Avenger. You have given us new spirit. Whatever befalls, we shall have known a moment of glory, and Kang will know he's been in a fight. Then let's go. Well, we'll fight alongside Ravonna's defense force. Keep your eyes open. We've got to be where we're needed most. What are you waiting for? You wanted action. Now move. He's getting drunk with power, but I kinda like him this way. I shall follow your command, Avenger, for there is no doubt you were born to lead. Meanwhile, outside the Valiant Kingdom, there is no need for haste. Once we shatter their defense shield, the victory is ours. But then, the commanding, imperious voice of the Kang the Conqueror booms out. Hold your fire. Conventional artillery is useless against plasto shields. Bring forth the Delta Ray launcher. Its interdimensional shells can penetrate anything. The Delta Ray launcher, a weapon so advanced, so inconceivable to 20th century man that it cannot even be described in terms of present day scientific knowledge. Zzz. Delta rays, solid yet interdimensional, capable of penetrating any barrier known to man. Shush. And once reaching their objective, they possess the awesome capability to destroy anything in their path. Then, as the populace, fearful, flees for shelter, the speeding Quicksilver sees a mother running for safety with her baby. Moving like an unleashed tornado, the magnificent mutant seizes mother and child in his arms and... Here, you'll reach your goal faster with my help. But as he dashes out into the open, a split second later... Then, hesitantly, timorously, the young mother whom he has just tried to aid leaves her place of concealment and approaches the fallen Avenger. I was a stranger to him, a fellow human being whom he had never met, and yet he risked his own life to befriend me. But now he has fallen. While in another section of the besieged kingdom, they haven't yet entered the city. There's still hope. Nay, it's only a matter of minutes till the end. Now that they've broken into the protector shield, they're preparing to attack in force. What additional defense weapons do you possess? Speak, man! Alas, we have but one more defense, a revolving rooftop beacon, which emits shattering beams of illuminated force blasts. The beacon is being put into operation at this very instant, but it can never hope to repel the invaders for long. There! The first of Kang's legions have broken through. The force blasts must strike now. And strike they do, meeting the vanguard of the Conqueror's assault force head on. But a scant second later, a single one of the attackers' ionic grenades reduces the beacon ray to rubble. And then it begins. Onward, nothing can stop us now. Forward to victory in the name of Kang. Armed with every device known to the science of the future, including anti-grav, flying belts, the invaders advance. In ever-increasing numbers with ever-increasing speed until the entire sky is darkened overhead. Like targets in a shooting gallery, the outnumbered defenders are picked off at will. And even as the flying shock troops advance, the first wave of Kang's gigantic war machines begins to crash through the remaining defense walls. Flee! Flee! All is lost! But still, the Conqueror is not content. Computer guided missiles strike everywhere at once in a mad cacophony of aerial destruction. Fighting desperately, tirelessly, the three remaining Avengers are suddenly called from their posts and summoned to the throne room. We are all doomed. Still, there may yet be time to spirit the princess to safety. But what of the battle? No, I shall not desert my people. If they die, I die with them. My life is their life. I shall never flee from Kang. You shall never have the opportunity. The invasion is ended. The conqueror has won. Now remains but to eliminate the enemy. Now, no matter what old Greybeard says, we can fight some more. Twing! Avengers, assemble! But Pietro, where is he? Where is my brother? Well, look for him later, girl. Now we've got some fighting to do. No matter how many men Kang has, the advantage is ours in here. They can only enter the throne room a few at a time. Cap, look out! There are more coming. But no matter, my hex power shall take care of them. And as an additional warrior's attempt to break into the most valiantly protected sanctuary in the realm, Wanda, Hawkeye, stay with it. No cause is ever hopeless so long as you keep fighting, so long as your faith never falters. Ha! The primitives begin to panic. See how the archer misses so easy a target. No matter our armor would have shielded us had his shot been true. And now, a simple blast ray from our weapons will end his petty nuisance forever. Anyone ever tell you, pussycats, that you yak too much? I wanted my arrow to miss ya. I was aiming for the wall to give my magnetic intensifier something to anchor to. Can't move. Something is holding me. We were tricked by the primitive. Our foes fought valiantly. A pity they do not suspect that we have found a secret entrance behind them. Your unerring arrows shall trouble us no longer. Hawkeye, behind you. Too late. Indeed, it is too late for all of you. Not even your amazing skill and agility can save you from a deep sleep blast fired from behind. Wanda, your hex, it's up to you. Everything going black. Can't keep my eyes open. Wanda, quick. Oh. Excellent. Excellent. Now all that remains is to defeat the female. All of our victories. This has truly been the most simple, thanks to Kang's great planning. And in the events that follow seem to bear mute witness to the grim truth of the warrior's remark. Bah! This is an insult to our power. A team of Kang's own power, trained at elite guard, being used to subdue one helpless female. They do not yet realize the true extent of my hex power, but I shall not use that power now. The longer I wait, the more potent it shall be later. We're 20th century men, so foolhardy as to allow powerless women to join them in battle. No wonder we now call their century the ages of unreason. Enough talk. Bind them securely and bring them to the conqueror. Thus, moments later, in the great throne room, which Kang has claimed for his own. Do what you want with us, but I ask that the girl be spared. Promise that, and I shall give you my word. No, Steve. I too am an Avenger. I share the Avengers' fate. Quiet, Wanda. I have not yet abdicated my position as leader of this team. Your gallantry is indeed admirable, Captain America, but Kang makes no promises. The vanquished may demand nothing. Imprison them. I shall decide their fate at my leisure. This petty victory is of little consequence to me. There is only one prize I desire. Let Princess Ravonna be brought before me. And one more trivial detail. A fourth Avenger is still at large. He is to be captured or slain before the hour runs out by order of Kang. Even as the tyrannical conqueror speaks in a nearby dwelling, we find, my daughter, if Kang learns you have given the primitive refuge, it will mean our lives. It matters not. He risked his life for mine, and for my baby. Surely I can do no less. You are right, my child. We must not desert him. Look, begins to stir. Thank heaven his injury was not fatal. But Kang's legions will not leave a stone unturned until he is found. What will happen to him now? See, outside the window, a patrol already prepares to enter our housing unit. Where can we hide? I heard what you said. You have saved my life, and you have the word of an avenger that you shall never regret it. As for hiding, my speed is so great that they shall never apprehend me again, but I must join the others now. It is too late. They are Kang's prisoners. The battle is ended. Wanda! Cap! Hawkeye! I must go to them. They need me. Wait. You're still too weak. You can hardly stand. No, I dare not fail them now. Not now. Only my speed can save them. Captain America always said, no battle can be completely lost, not while one Avenger still lives. But you can't. You need more rest. You'll be throwing away your life. There must be someone to give the cry. Avengers, assemble. It's up to me. They need me. Oh, Father, help me. We must carry him back to the bed. I have some herbs. Perhaps they can help him quickly regain his strength. While back at the royal palace, I claim your daughter, the Princess Ravonna, my rightful prize. Prepare for our royal wedding. One moment, sire. Who dares interrupt the words of Kang? I, Baltag, commander of your elite guard. You have forgotten our code, sire. All conquered monarchs must be quickly slain. This to prevent them from ever leading a future rebellion against you. Hold your tongue, Baltag. I am Kang. I am supreme. The rules are mine, and the right to break them is mine. Not so, sire. Your other commanders stand with me. Baltag speaks true. We have been loyal to you, Kang, because you were the most powerful, the most ruthless of all. But now, if you spare this princess's life, it will be your first act of mercy, your word's sign of weakness. Ravonna must die, or we follow Kang no longer. We await your decision, sire, and take heed. 'Tis we who command your legions. These are the words of Kang. 'Twas I who gave you your rank, your power, your command. Without me you are nothing, nothing. Without me you shall never be nothing. You have 1 hour to consider, and then you must come to me for forgiveness. Perhaps fortune may smile upon you, because I am soon to be wed. I may be merciful. While you grovel before me, it may please me to spare your lives. Now be gone. and be grateful I did not smite you down where you stand." "You were wrong, Baltag. You said he would break, but the Conqueror is more confident than ever." "I like it not." "Don't be a fool. He's trying to bluff us. Our combined power is greater than his, and he knows it. Now, while he thinks only of Ravonna, we must strike." And what of Kang at this moment of crisis? I've always known of Baltag's ambition, and it amused me. But now, if I do marry Ravonna, he will rally my own troops against me. And yet I cannot give her up. For years I've enjoyed absolute power. The spoils of far-flung galaxies were mine for the taking. But until this moment, it has merely been a game to me. The victories were empty, the prizes without worth, except for Ravonna. In all the universe, it is only she who has filled my heart with love. Condemn her to death? Never. Sooner would I shatter a solar system, no matter what the odds. I shall wait. Footsteps behind me, the measured tread of vile assassins. Fools! Did you think the built-in warning devices of my armor would fail to let me hear you, your murderous approaches? Did you forget I am Kang? We missed. Try again. Our lives are forfeit if he survives. Your lives were forfeit the instant you agreed to attack your master. Kang is no helpless victim, as others may be. He saved himself. Our race cannot penetrate the false screen he has thrown between us, but he'll not escape the other assassins within. More of them. Baltag and his accomplices have decided to risk all on one desperate coup. Back, you carrion! I, before whom planets have trembled, shall not be felled by a handful of snivelling traitors. Each of my fingers controls enough power to stop a regiment. That is the last of them, but Baltag and his cohorts command countless more. Even the mightiest conqueror does not fight alone when there are allies to be found. And so, it is time for Kang to do the unexpected. Kang, where are the others? If you have harmed them, I'll set your fears aside at rest. Captain America, all are safe. All are about to be freed. There's got to be a joker in your deck, mister. What's the angle? Spit it out. I shall be brief. If you and your fellow Avengers will fight at my side to save the life of Princess Ravonna, I vow to return you to your own century unharmed. You're not the generous type, Kang. Your legions are in revolt, right? And you need our help. Why not say it the way it is? Your courage never falters, does it, Avenger? You must also vow to set the kingdom free. Very well. We need each other. With our combined powers, we can save Ravonna and crush the rebellion. What is your answer? Agreed. Ravonna is all that matters to me. Thus, one of the most startling, fantastic developments in the history of adventuredom occurs. The mighty Avengers find themselves on the side of Kang, one of the world's most dangerous despots, in the most amazing alliance in modern history. Remember, we'll be watching you every minute. If you try to cop out on our bargain, you'll have us to deal with. I don't expect Kang to break his word. He's much too proud. But I have to say something to keep Wanda's mind off her brother. If only he'd show up. This is the nuttiest decision you've made yet, Winghead. Next thing you know, we'll be swearing in Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom. Little do they dream how closely related I am to the greatest arch-villain of all time. But there is no time for that now. Faster! Even at this moment, Baltag may be ordering Ravonna's execution. If any harm should befall the princess, our alliance ends. It will then be Kang against all in the battle of all time. Moments later, at the palace, hold it, Hawkeye. I'll handle this. Okay, Cap. If you think a Joe your age can take 2 guards without botching up the job, I'd better hang on to my few remaining arrows anyway. Thanks for your unbridled confidence in me, Robin Hood. And then finally, Ravonna, my soul rejoices that I have found you. I I have never heard that tone in your voice before. He has never been in such a plight before. He turned against his own legions in order to save your life. Captain America, you speak for Kang? I do not understand. Neither did I until minutes ago. Explain the situation, Avenger. She will believe you. Then, after the princess has been told the facts, our first task is to round up as many loyal citizens as we can, and then we strike back. And so, the desperate little group traverses the back alleys and darkened side streets of the little kingdom, recruiting allies at every turn. We have nothing to offer you but sacrifice. I came as your conqueror, now I wish to battle as your liberator. Kang, your very name fills the souls of free men with utter revulsion, and yet, if it to be our princess wish that we join you, I do so desire, citizen. Then our lives are yours. In the name of Ravonna, we shall fight. Death before surrender. Finally, the strangely assorted little band sets out to do battle with the most fearsome military force ever assembled, a loyal citizenry aided by 4 fighting Avengers, with the erstwhile leader of the awesome army in their own outnumbered ranks. We must have weapons. First, we'll raid the invaders' armory. And scant moments later, it was too easy. We were met with no resistance. Can it be a trap? Look outside, and you will see the answer. The Avengers strike like lightning bolts, silent, swift, and sure. Truly, they are worth an army. All right, Hawkeye, don't stop to wave to your admirers. This is only the beginning. We've a job cut out for us. You tell 'em, Cornball. While in the palace, a new figure nervously sits upon the throne. The princess has escaped, Kang is still at large, and the Avengers are missing. Heads shall roll if they are not soon found. Where Kang would have given brilliantly conceived orders, Boltag merely mouths empty threats. We have sided with the wrong man, but the harm is already done. What shall we do, sire? What is your command? Can no one think for himself? Must I make every decision? Keep searching, double the guard. I am surrounded by enemies. I must never be left unprotected. Listen, they're attacking. They're in the palace. Brum. Stop them. After them. They must not find me. But in the far future, even as today, the key to victory in battle is leadership. Though the attacking force is small, it is disciplined, with command shared equally by the mighty Avengers and by the greatest military genius the world has ever known, Kang the Conqueror. They attack behind simple smoke grenades. Then they scatter amongst our own troops. We do not know where to fire first. Foom, cling. They strike our weakest flank. Only Kang himself could have planned it thus. Onward to victory in the name of Ravonna. Reinforcements. We must have reinforcements. Hurry, send more troops. There is no time, Baltag. You ordered the remainder of the armies to search the kingdom for our enemies. Then what will we do? What will happen to us? But even as the terrified commander speaks, he realizes with sudden terror that the end is already in sight. We have them on the run. They will fall back before another fire. Advance, show them no quarter. Retreat, nothing can stop Kang. We must flee, and pray that he will be merciful in victory. Faster, don't give them time to regroup. Follow me. The legions are true. The primitives battle like warriors born. There is no place for us to turn. Save some for me, glory hound. If only Pietro was here. What could have happened to him? Now is the moment. I shall reach my master control complex and end this charade forever. How wise I was, having the foresight to lock the heart of my weaponry center with a device that can only be opened by the sound of my own heartbeat. And now, with the throwing of a single switch, I shall end Boltog's dream forever. Steve, Hawkeye, Kang has run off. He has betrayed us. Back, you rabble. Now that my hex power has returned to its full strength, I fear no man that lives. Who cares if he's deserted us or not? Who needs him? I'm having a ball. Here's a little blast arrow for you jokers to chew on. I'm guessing that he is about to launch a counter-offensive in his own way. But in the meantime, we shouldn't get too bored around here. And then, through the length and breadth of the entire kingdom, every armoured vehicle, every piece of artillery controlled by Boltog goes up in smoke as the high-frequency waves set off by Kang reach their destructive zenith. And in that one fateful second, the man called Boltog realizes that his dream of power, and possibly his very life, must be abandoned for all time. And then the smoke finally clears, the tumult dies away, and a new day dawns. It's over. We've won. Now to the throne room. We must find Boltag. I shall enter first. In his desperation, he will still be dangerous, but Kang shall know how to cope with him. Not that we don't trust you, mister, but you're getting no further ahead of me than the range of my arrows. I don't care about Boltag. What about Pietro? We have to find my brother. We will wander. I'll never leave without him. That's a promise. But upon reaching the vast chamber, the victorious ones are astonished to find Boltog and his fellow traitors. They are all rounded up, captured, helpless. But who did this? I cannot tell a lie. I did it, and I enjoyed every invigorating moment. If only I hadn't run out of opponents so quickly. Well, I'll be jiggered. That voice, we should have guessed who it was. Sure, it's just that little old fleet-footed fun boy and me. Quicksilver, then you're all right. Indeed, thanks to an herb I was fed by one of Ravonna's most loyal subjects. Oh, Pietro, my brother, I was so worried if anything had happened to you. You'd have carried on the job at hand just like any Avenger should wander. But I must admit your concern is most touching, my sister, and deeply appreciated. Okay, break it up. We've still got Kang to deal with. Kang, you were willing to risk your army, your power, your very life, to save me from execution. You need say no more, my princess. I have promised to free your land, and I shall grant that same boon to you. But what of your scattered army, the weapons you've destroyed? A mere bagatelle at the snap of my fingers. My troops will return to me now that their field commanders have been defeated. As for my weapons, I have many times their number outside this kingdom, for am I not Kang? And now I shall return you to your own century. When next we meet, it shall be as foes. But till then, I salute your courage and your power. Stand where you are. Within seconds, you shall be gone. Hey, What if it's a trap? We must take that chance bravely as Avengers. But then, as the four figures begin to fade into nothingness, wait, Kang, behind you, look out! Seizing that moment to strike, the hate filled bolter grabs a careless guard's weapon and fires. Death to Kang, who has betrayed us all. But in that split second, a slim, lovely form hurls herself into the line of fire. No, nothing must harm you, for I realize at last I do truly love. Ugh, Ravonna! In the space of a single heartbeat, the murderous Boltug meets an assassin's fate. Ugh. While the Avengers cross that mysterious temporal spatial zone, which ever divides the now from the will be, and centuries away, the laden silence is punctuated by the sound of an anguished voice, the voice of the greatest warlord of all time. Ravonna, have I gained your love at last, only to have won it too late? Perhaps 'tis just as well, my lord. Perhaps 'twas never meant to be. And back at Avengers HQ, I wonder what we will ever know about Kang and Ravonna. Perhaps if the Avengers realized that their every move was being monitored by a pair of hateful eyes, they would quickly forget about the tableau they have just left. As for us, we have wonderment without awaiting us next month. Nuff said. Well, guys, that was really good. I enjoyed that they teamed up with Kang and stuff, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Next issue, same time, same place, issue 25 of the Avengers. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you same time, same place. Keep it marvelous. Peace.